I used to think that control was safety. That if I could just keep my hands on the wheel, no one would get hurt. But the truth, I've been holding the wheel while driving blind. There was a moment when I wasn't steering anymore. Everything I feared would fall apart, and it did. And somehow, things still turned out better than I could have planned. You see, that shook me. Because maybe I'm not the one holding it all together. Maybe I never was. I remember the story of Roland Hazard and Dr. Carl Jung. A man who had everything. Wealth, power. But not the one thing that he needed. Freedom from addiction. And even one of the greatest minds in psychiatry told him, "This is beyond me. Your only hope is a spiritual awakening." And that stuck with me because I've tried everything else. Therapy, willpower, bargains with myself, none of it stuck. But maybe a spiritual solution is not weakness. Maybe it's the only door left to walk through. I don't need a stained glass God or someone else's beliefs. Just something or someone bigger than myself. Something that can handle the weight I've been dragging around. My version of God, it's quiet. It's the wind through the pine trees. It's stillness after the chaos. The voice that says, "Keep going, you are not alone." I'm starting to believe that this path, this process, isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming free. And I want that. Not just for me, but because I've seen it in others. Men who were shattered, now whole. Women who were lost, now leading. People who once drowned in shame, now stand in light. So yeah, I'm making a decision. Not to be perfect. Not to have all the answers, but to stop pretending I can do this on my own. And that decision might just save my life.
All right, think of the bunker as laid out into three sections. You have the dome, which is the largest part. You have the hallway, and then you have a second dome, which is what they call the decontamination chamber. All of this is underground until now. Now, with the dome exposed and the hallway and the decontamination chamber, the guys are building right here. This will become a lookout eventually with a structure with giant windows that'll overlook the mountain terrain.
Oh, hey, Steven!
That's the one. How do you get up? He wears his hat up over the net.
Film cart.
Yeah, right there.
Is there audio?
There is. Would you like me to not do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Why'd you ask?
This got weird.
What?
No, I'm not angry.
What did I ask?
We're on water break. boss man asked for a cup of water, so I figured we'd get him a nice cup of water. It's cold.
Thanks, guys. You guys are really nice guys.
Big old cup of water, man.
That's all I need. Y'all ready to go? Let's go to work.
From Florida, started doing drugs right before, probably around my freshman year in high school. Been doing drugs, you know, my whole life since then. My life's been constant in and out of jail, rehab, and different ways of just not doing right. Until recently, you know, I'm not on drugs no more. I was in an AA meeting, and somebody asked if we wanted to go to Montana to work. And being on drugs, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So I went and lived and worked in a bunker in Montana with a bunch of people that I didn't know to get my life straightened out. It was one hell of a drive. I was, you know, dying, coming off drugs. I brought a little bit of drugs with me, but somehow I lost them whenever we got to Atlanta. I think I had them in a cigarette pack. You know, you just got to make it through, but to get rid of that obsession is impossible unless you've got people forcing you and God changing your mind. I am grateful, and I was grateful, because to go from a constant struggle in life just to stay not sick and well to an opportunity to be around people that are, in a sense, doing the same thing. They've already done what I've been through, but they're doing the same thing and just want to help me make it through it for no better reason of because they want everyone to do better, you know? They want to help with the addiction is such a cool and wonderful experience. And to do it in such a beautiful place. I have not.
Dude, you smoking around the carburetor as we're...
Yeah,
okay,
but it ain't gonna blow.
do me a favor, just get the tools and let's do it together. Let me finish up over here with Zeb. I want to get the damn mower out of the way.
All right.
So, Zeb, don't put... No! Don't.
What the what, dude? Dang.
Accident.
How am I gonna cut the grass
All right,
now?
you just worked all morning for nothing, okay? I told you 3 times, be careful. I know it's a junky mower, but now I gotta go get a new mower.
That thing's a piece of
It doesn't matter, it ran.
That was top of the line.
No sense of value with anything, dude. I mean, $1 worthless. So now the fact that I gotta go out and buy a new lawnmower, that's a $200 lawnmower, however much, a $100 lawnmower. That's what it is. That's how it works. I gotta go buy another one. Jesus. Man.
Oh, he's smiling too.
Just...
How does that make you feel, Zeb?
definitely owes me $20. He didn't tell me I was gonna have to look stupid.
Then something happened. Someone cut a hole in my dome. I started walking up these steps. I finally got honest that I can't go on like this. I need a new beginning. And since I'm too chicken to blow myself up, I gotta have faith in something else. When I hit my knees, something changed. Someone listened. There was a glimmer of hope, a tiny glimmer of hope. Losing those things felt painful, but it also felt hopeful. Maybe I could have faith.
Now this is a professional captain's chair, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you have to do it. So
Is this how committed you are to the program? That you gotta sit on a folding chair?
this is commitment. Now, the reason why I'm driving rather than anybody else is purely for safety reasons until we have the proper safety harnesses and seats attached, without a doubt.
Let's see you in it.
Amigo. Can you pull it up a little bit? Oh yeah, I can pull it up a little bit. Let me put my seatbelt on. Hold on. Let me. I got my seatbelt on, officer. I got my seatbelt on. Seatbelt is on. Purely driving. I mean, safety first. ladies and gentlemen, safety first.
Well, so I'm thinking we're gonna mount camera, like little camera mounts for the iPhones in the corner, one here. Because once the chair gets in here, there'll be like a futon kind of chair here, and then the driver's chair will turn around. So you have a seat, you have these seats, and that chair turns around also. So if you have like a camera angle hitting here, maybe one hitting there, and then one hitting. That's why those lenses I got give us a wide, get a wide angle lens, open it up so you can see it all in here. And for the time being, we're just gonna have it. That's why I was saying I need a rack, because I want to try to keep everything together, because once we hit the road, we gotta pull all that down, be able to crate it easily and then bring it back out easily. So eventually, everything will be more wired in. The studio will be more permanent, you know.
All right, what do we got here? This is the monster right here.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Looks a lot different than when we started, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We'll get.
So what do you think about our road to recovery trip?
Oh,
So on the road, telling people about hope. What would you tell them?
Well, what I tell them, you know, it's available. It's available. You gotta want it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man.
Man.
It's available. Right there in front of you. You just gotta reach out. Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
There's a way out, folks. Follow us. Right?
Yeah.
Not gonna be easy.
If it's easy, everybody do it.
Oh man.
Gotta want it.
Yeah. Well, have fun in Wyoming.
Enjoy the garden.
Yeah.
Once that pops out.
Absolutely. This is cool. Enjoy the garden. All right. Hey, you.
I went to get this giant drill, you know? Kind of like a fish, hold it up close to the camera. Anyway, and I came back, and the guys had cut in holes already. So this is the first time any light has been inside here in, whatever, since 1985, something like that. So it's, 30-something years, is that right? So, 35 years?